All right, ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute. We're just doing some admin shit here, getting Spinala King. We got rain in Abu Dhabi for qualifying. Rain in the desert. I don't know if this was done on purpose by Jordan or it's a miracle, but holy shit, rain in the desert here. Let me have a look into this. Qualifying Mushroom Cup, I am T-Bone. Two more joining us for a full grid. Just handling some admin stuff, folks. 1 moment. We got a doozy today, raining for qualifying here in Abu Dhabi, and a great grid here, star-studded grid, Mushroom Cup championship leader Ezo in the pits right now. He is leading Mac T by 20 points for that title, and Sawa's got about 30 points to make up. B-Tom nowhere in the mix. We got Midget and P4 with 52 points, Mersaki with 35, and I will say, once again, we got former champion Justin Schrei and his teammate Full Air, Commissioner Jordan Two Wavy. We got B-Tom, who's nowhere to be found in the drivers' standings. Has been kind of a mess around season for him, but we'll see what he can do. Surely loving this rain in qualifying. And, of course, Mac T, the prolific Mac T, the most electrifying driver in esports entertainment, and making his Mushroom Cup debut, Formula Kai, folks. Good to have him here in a reserve role for the Mushroom Cup. Only two drivers have won their debut race, and that was Mick Jammy and Midget, who's also in the field in P4 in the standings. So Formula Kai looking to maybe add to his resume, becoming the third driver to win his first race in the Mushroom Cup. Bert Simpson, of course, the great Finn driver, smooth operator. We got Star Cup Commissioner, another one, Sawa, Hugh Janus, former champion of the Mushroom Cup, Illyrian, and how about we got Stone Cold Steve Spinala King. Great to see the German driver here in the mix. Trippy from the Star Cup as we watch on with Formula Kai making his Mushroom Cup debut in the Audi at a wet Abu Dhabi. We got the famous, the world famous, the beloved DRS Maestro in the mix, of course, and we got Full Air. Thankfully, this track is nowhere near a school zone, otherwise Full Air wouldn't be allowed to partake. Of course, Detective Midget, OWR Deathwing, a good midfield driver, Coconut Head, one of those guys who could maybe get a look or a sniff at points if all goes his way. And of course, Kendricks, one of the most improved drivers we've seen ever. He just keeps getting better and better, man. And of course, Spoobnock, who may be the current most improved driver. Great to see what he's been able to accomplish over the last couple months. 13 minutes remaining qualifying here, round number 6 in the Mushroom Cup. Ezo leading the championship by 20 points over Mac T, 88 to 68. Then we got Sawa with 58. Then Detective Midget with 52. And there's Sawa right now putting in the time. We'll be back in a moment or two, folks. Sawa, B-Tom, and Spoobnock. First three to put in time. Just have a look, though. Formula Kai putting in a 139.5, taking the pole. Formula Kai in his Mushroom Cup debut in that historic Audi team. Been winning championships since the 70s. Former champion Justin Schrei, as we mentioned, he loves the rain. He has the ability to turn off raindrops. Chop, chop. And there's Trippy, of course, a Star Cup veteran. He has gotten 2 top 10 performances in the Mushroom Cup this season, so good to see that. Snagging some points. And Deathwing, of course, a Star Cup driver as well, but definitely a lot of upside. Mert Simpson. See what he's got here. Good friends of Estella, the most hated Finn ever. But Mert Simpson, a great driver in his own right here. And he's also gotten better and better. Let's see what kind of lap he can throw down right here. Mert Simpson, the Flying Finn. 12 minutes remaining. I am T-Bone. And Mert Simpson with a P7 right there. Let's have a look at Smooth Operator. A Mushroom Cup driver, has partaken in the Star Cup as well. Kind of a mid-pack guy fighting for that 7 to 12 range perhaps, but could snag more, but things have to go your way, of course. Always a little luck is required. We'll see what B-Tom does if he starts from the back, disqualifies himself. See what Smooth Operator's got, though, in the bag here, finishing his lap. Putting in a PA lap time. We got Formula Kai. We got Jordan 2 Wavy, who I can't help but think may have had something to do with the weather here. And there's Kai improving again. Formula Kai, the Flying Quebecer. Big following on YouTube, pretty well known in the F1 esports community. We thank him for racing, giving us a chance. Shout out to Greg Jennings, Rostachich, for connecting with Kai in the first place. Kai did a couple of Lightning Cup races, and this is his Mushroom Cup debut. This guy, he's been putting in incredible performances, absolutely dominant in Austria at the ROI event last Thursday. Shout out to Greg Jennings, Chenzo, and those boys. Justin Schrei there in P3. Former champion Justin Schrei. He loves chocolate milk. And we got Mac T in P4 here. Hopefully just didn't get held up by another car, but it looks like he may have. Mac T won't be too pleased there. Shout out to Mac T. 20 points down from Ezo in the Drivers' Championship. And gonna look to take some off. Of course, Ezo DNF last week, but Mac T not in attendance. This is a pretty good track for Mac T. We've seen him put on impressive performances here, along with B-Tom. And unfortunate there, having his lap invalidated heading into the pits. He's not going to be pleased. Here's the aforementioned B-Tom. Oh, losing it right there in turn 17. And there's championship leader Ezo with a provisional pole lap time. The DRS Maestro, let's have a look at him right here. Legions of fans everywhere he goes. The DRS Maestro mob. They all got their pink t-shirts, of course. And everyone out, they all bring their baseball gloves, hoping to catch a piece of debris that flies off the Maestro's car. Here he goes. Sometimes he gets scared of the pace. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. The Maestro currently invalidated, but he's going to go on his lap here. Formula Kai taking back the pole. Kai, Jordan, Ezo. We got Illyrian, former champion. Justin Schrei, former champion. Defending champion is Jordan 2 Wavy, currently in P2. And here's the Maestro navigating turn 17 here at this historic Abu Dhabi circuit. Pouring rain here. Raining cats and dogs. I would say it's raining men, but Kevwood might show up. He'll get excited. Shout out to Sawa there in P8. You watch the Maestro right there in P10. I'll be back momentarily, folks. About 8 minutes and change remaining in qualifying here for a very moist Abu Dhabi. As we're going to leave it on with your favorite, the DRS Maestro. Hey guys! Maestro with a great lap there in P7, and we'll see if that rain lets up a little bit. Here's B-Tom in P11. I don't know what's going on with this guy lately. He's getting too strong, too much working out, all that oversteer now. It's Kendricks. Mert Simpson. What did I say about Mert Simpson? This guy, a great driver in his own right, a prominent driver of the Finn community here. Watch out, McCooley, Curry, and Estala. Here's Kendricks finishing up a lap. As we're going to leave this, I'll be right back, folks. I got to take my break before the race starts. Leave it on with O'Leary in here. This guy loves the attention. He's a top boy. He's a star boy. Currently in P7 for the former champion, representing the nation of Albania. Ezzo, championship leader Ezzo with a 1:37.4, a blistering time. Blistering, 20 points ahead of Mac T, who currently is in P12. We're going to have a look at what he's able to manufacture, but right now Ezzo finishing, or Illyrian finishing his lap. Illyrian going into P2, so the track could be getting quicker here. See what Mac T's got. He's on those interzone. The top two are on the wet tire compound. We'll leave it on here with Mac T. How about another one right now? Another one in P1, Mac T in P2. Things are getting turned upside down on their head. Another one. Not a huge fan of the last iteration of this game, but he has come out swinging here on F1 26, currently in P1. He's done great work with the Star Cup too. Another one, Mac T, Mert Simpson. How about Full Air, young Full Air? The redemption arc continues here for Full Air, turning babyface. Now Ezzo's going to have to recalibrate his options here. Spinella King. How about Stone Cold Steve Spinella King, the German? Great to see him racing as well. Perhaps making his Mushroom Cup debut. I know he's raced in the Lightning Cup. Good buddy of mine, Steve Spinella King. Kendricks in P8. Formula Kai, Curly in P10. Let's have a look here on Formula Kai, the internet sensation, the viral phenom. Of course, the lineup for the Formula Kai meet and greet. Spanned all the way to Bahrain. Here he goes, currently in P12. What can he get out of it? The Inter's the fastest tire now. Sawa taking the pole right now. 3.5 minutes remaining. Things are getting spicy, folks. And Formula Kai going into P1 with a 1:34.7 essentially. And now another one back into P2. Another one back into P2. This is a great qualifying session here. Great qualifying. One of the best and coolest we've seen. Shout out to Jordan. And that dry line is forming. Track getting faster. Smooth Operator in a P5. Spoob Knock into P7. Deathwing P10. Championship leader Ezzo is going to have to reemerge. Currently in P9. 20 points ahead of Mac T, who's in P4. Mac T pushing here on his hot lap. 3 minutes remaining, folks. Track drying up now. We're going to see some names perhaps up there that we wouldn't normally see. Abu Dhabi, it is raining. They don't even know what to do. They don't know what to do. No one has umbrellas. I saw one guy hiding under a camel. No, that wasn't a camel, though. Shout out to the Wood family. Formula Kai, another one. How about what he's been able to do? Fighting for points every race. Definitely up there for the most improved driver and executive of the year. See what he's got in this round. Of course, keeping an eye on Max T as well behind another one. Max T 20 points down from Ezo, who is on his outlap. Let's see where another one's got. Can he knock off Formula Kai? Currently in PC, sliding all over the place, touching the track. Looks back at it. It's going to improve on his time here. It does. Beat Formula Kai, and Mac T backs out of his lap. Mac T is backed out of his lap, folks. I don't know if he was blocked or just messed something up. Sawa in P3, Justin Stry in P4, a minute and a half remaining. Detective Midget, nothing short of spectacular in P7. Smooth Operator in a P6. And now Mac T starting his all lap again. Of course, 20 points down from Ezo. He's got to get something going. And here's Ezo on his outlap. Championship leader by 20 points, former champion himself. And a lot of guys near the bottom that you wouldn't normally see because of the nature. It was raining hard, now a dry line forming. The Inters are the fastest tire. Sawa currently in P3. He's invalidated, it seems. Stry cutting corners to get back on. We're going to have a look at that. The FIA is going to have a look at that. Here's Mac T, though. Let's have a look. P2 in the Drivers' Championship. Got to make up 20 points on Ezo this race. A strong track for Mac T. Spoopnock retiring there, currently in P10. Probably will fall. B-Tom also on the track. Not in the title fight, but obviously always a threat every time he touches the circuit. He's in P12. We'll have a look. But right now, Mac T through the slippery turn 17. Let's have a quick look at B-Tom. And starting his lap. So let's have a look back at Mac T now. Mert Simpson disqualified. That's tough for him. He's going to be starting. Let's see what Mac T can get here. Currently P5. Ezo and Mac T fighting for that title. Round 5, Abu Dhabi. Mac T in a P3. How about another one, folks? Well, he just rises to the occasion when these conditions are difficult. Here's Justin Stry on his hot lap in that Ferrari. Of course, his teammate, Young Full Air. Very polarizing driver. B-Tom on his hot lap. Let's have a look at what he can do here. A master of his craft. And of course, a DRS Maestro heading through the fast turn 17 and a half. Currently P13, the Maestro. The Maestro mob going nuts here. He flies in 100 lucky fans from his TikTok page. Some of them might be from Grindr by the looks of it. And the Maestro now. See if he can improve on his P13. The Maestro going to P9. Solid showing for the Maestro. Back to B-Tom now, finishing his lap. Currently P13. B-Tom. Arguably the most prolific driver we've seen in the community. He's going to be up for a tough fight tonight. Sawa in P1. B-Tom unable to improve on his time. Sawa with the pole right now. Jordan 2 Wavy. Jordan 2 Wavy, the commission defending champion in P2. Formula Kai unable to top that. He's in P3. Championship leader Ezo in P4. His rival Mac T in P7. And Stry in P5. And how about another one with P6? We are going to have a great race today based off that qualifying. Star-studded field, folks. Mushroom Cup. Sawa, Jordan, Kai, Ezo, Stry. Another one, Mac T. Mac T trailing 22 points behind Ezo in that title fight. We got Illyrian, Smooth Operator, and Detective Midget rounding out the top 10. And we got Full Air. Shout out to Hugh Janus, great driver as well in P12. The Maestro, Deathwing. 21 strong. Mert Simpson and Spinella at the back. B-Tom in P16. Something to look out for as he negotiates his way through the field here. And Sawa, the guy right now with Why are you gay? And it is clear here in Abu Dhabi right now. In for a doozy, folks. In for a doozy. Mushroom Cup action. All your favorite stars are here in the mix. Got Mac T, Formula Kai, B Tom, Hugh Janus, Full Air. Another one, Kendricks. We're going to fire it off right here. All eyes on Sawa. Leading the way in that McLaren. Jordan 2 Wavy, lead commissioner behind him. And, of course, Formula Kai. Most of these drivers on the medium tires. And let's see if anything happens in that field up top. Championship leader Ezo and P4 on those medium tires. Jordan 2 Wavy made the move on those mediums over Sawa, who's on the hards. Shout out Wavy, who's made some incredible starts to races. He gets off the hot starts, and Sawa fighting him back as all these drivers fight through the notorious turn 17. Formula Kai on those soft tires, one of two drivers, him and Spoobnock, and look at Formula Kai go right now. Electrifying, trying to make the move on Sawa. Will he be able to hold it? Formula Kai, an aggressive driver in his own right, but somewhat calculated as well. He's got that Quebecer style. And Sawa still fighting. Look at this fight for the top three right here. This is great racing on a Monday night in the Mushroom Cup, folks. Let's look at the big winners and losers. Mert Simpson up 9. He's a big winner so far. And a little further up, though, we got to have a look. Mac T fighting for that title. 22 points down from Ezo, who's in P3. And right now he's got to deal with Illyrian. Very confident driver, very aggressive, former champion. Mac T, of course, many championships on his resume, including the inaugural season of Greg Jennings' ROI. Formula Kai leading the way on those soft tires. Sawa still in P2 on those hards after taking the pole. And Ezo all the way up to P3 now. He's up two spots. We'll be right back, folks. So we're going to leave it on with this top three. What a battle we got. Kai, Sawa, and Ezo duking it out. Lap 2 of 29 here through beautiful Abu Dhabi, the People's Democratic Republic. Kai leading the way still. We got full course caution here. Kai, Ezo up to Ezo now. He's taking the lead, but I don't know. Did he do it under caution? Will that stand? Ezo now championship leader, taking the lead. What a start to the race, up 4 spots. B-Tom is B-Tom is out. So B-Tom DNF'd and is out. See if he wants to do commentary with me. Ezo, Sawa, Jordan. Jordan and Ezo, great starts. What's up, B-Tom?
Yep.
I didn't even see what happened to you. You want to run commentary or no?
Nah, I'm good.
All right, I just want to say what's up, man. What happened to you, Kraus?
Yep.
Well, what can I say? It happens.
Yeah.
On the
long
bright
story
side, you
short,
found that fucking ground beef you've been looking for.
yeah, yeah, true. But yeah,
Dude,
invalidated my final quali run. Started mid pack with people who don't know how to race and got damaged. I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'm done.
it is what it is, bro. It's not your best season, but I know you're having a little fun too. You probably weren't too pleased with the qualifying conditions, also.
Yeah, no, I mean the wet weather in this game is a bit of a joke. So
Yeah. All right, my bro. I'll talk to you later this week.
yeah, for sure, bro.
Hope all is well, man. Hope all is well.
Yep, all good.
Yeah. Later,
You
bro.
know how I feel about the game, so yeah,
Yeah. Easy,
not much
bro.
more to say. All right, bro. Talk to you later.
I'll leave it on with Mac T here fighting Jordan. I got to take a call, but you can't go wrong by leaving it on Mac T right here. And Formula Kai made a pit stop. Maybe he got damaged. Championship leader Ezra leading the way. Bert Simpson up 17. What a drive from him. Very impressive driver, man.